Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is 19th April 2024. In this video, let us generate weekly reports for the week opened on 15th April and closed on 19th April 2024. Even before that, a small announcement please. If this is your first visit to our channel, please understand we are providing complete free training on supply demand zone price action. All the training lessons are available at our NeoStock YouTube channel. I kept all the videos in a playlist, Supply Demand Zone Price Action course. I also provided the link to this playlist in this YouTube video description. You please click the link, you will get into this page and then scroll down to the bottom of this page. Here, starting from lesson 1.1, all the training videos are available in an order. Please go through all these lessons one by one and strengthen your skills related to supply demand zone price action. I also provided the link to our Telegram channel in this YouTube video description. Please join in that channel. It will be helpful to you. Each time when we release a new YouTube video, we will provide an update in that channel. Now let's get into weekly report generation with the help of NeoStock software, supply demand zone, top-down analysis, strategy builder. So I'm selecting the entry time frame as weekly. First, let us identify the stocks near weekly demand zone. So these 12 stocks are filtered. I'll be giving you only a few seconds time and move on to the next report. So please pause the video and then you can study all the parameters in this report. If you are not aware of understanding this report structure and all these columns, I have provided a detailed explanation how to understand this report in lesson 21.1. So please complete that lesson, then you will be able to understand. You will also understand how to draw zones in TradingView using these leg-in, base and leg-out columns for different stocks. So let me go back. For weekly time frame, let us find the stocks near weekly supply zone. These 6 stocks are filtered, which are near to the weekly supply zone. Okay, let us generate the next report. For weekly time frame, let us find the stocks where price closed inside weekly demand zone. So this is the filtered list. We got a big list. I'll be keep on scrolling this list by giving you a few seconds time. Let me scroll down. So total 44 stocks are filtered where price closed inside weekly demand zone. Okay, let me go back. For weekly time frame, let us find the stocks where price closed inside weekly supply zone. So this is the filtered list. Let me scroll down. So total 23 stocks are filtered where price closed inside weekly supply zone. Now let us identify the tested zones. Let me go back. For weekly time frame, let us find the stocks tested during this week, tested the demand zones, weekly demand zones during this week. So many demand zones are tested today. Weekly demand zones are tested and price closed, it seems, in many stocks. Okay, let me scroll down. So total 46 weekly demand zones are tested. Okay, I'm going back. For weekly time frame, let us find the tested weekly supply zones during this week. So only 2 weekly supply zones are tested. Okay, let us find the newly created zones. Let me go back. For weekly time frame, let us find the stocks having newly created weekly demand zones. Only this is the only one stock having a newly created weekly demand zone. So let me go back. For weekly time frame, let us find the stocks having newly created weekly supply zones. Oh, good number of supply zones are created during this week. That indicates this week is having a huge supply. And we know because of this global situation and the other scenarios, that was the main reason. Even you see Nifty 50 weekly zone is created, Nifty Bank weekly zone is created. But whatever the zones that I am displaying, they may not be the exact zone. The reason is which is the nearest to the current price, that zone will be displayed. Sometimes there will be LOTL zones. That point you should not forget. But these stocks are having newly created weekly zones. The one that exactly displaying may or may not match. Look into Bank Nifty, best example. Currently Bank Nifty is showing in the report pierced supply zone, not the newly created weekly supply zone. Probably the newly created weekly supply zone might be having a LOTL, but this zone could be nearest to the price. That could be the reason why software always displays the zone that is nearest to the price. But many of the stocks you will be seeing newly created zones. 15, 4, 24, all these candles are newly created zones. Okay, anyway, let me scroll down. "38 stocks are having newly created weekly supply zones." Now let us filter the stocks based on EMA Confluence. So selecting the entry time frame as weekly. And we need to have EMA Confluence. Which EMA? Weekly EMA Confluence. So we have two scenarios. Weekly EMA Confluence having a demand zone, weekly EMA Confluence having weekly supply zone. Both the scenarios we need to filter. First, let us filter weekly demand zones having weekly EMA Confluence. But trend should be uptrend. Then only it makes sense. Because EMA Confluence is a trending based. It should not be sideways. Demand zones, uptrend is a good scenario. Supply zones, downtrend is a good scenario. So what I am going to do in EMA Confluence parameter, in weekly time frame, I am selecting the value. Demand zone is having a weekly EMA Confluence. DZ demand zone, W means weekly, EMAC means EMA Confluence. Okay. But trend should be uptrend. Then only it makes sense. So we have two trends are there. First we will select the trend based on zone violation. If the list is very big, further we will filter even having both the trends are having uptrend. So anyways, I'm selecting zone violation trend should be uptrend. Let us check how many stocks are getting filtered. So big list we got, but let me show you let me scroll down. So total 58 stocks are having uptrend, weekly trend is uptrend, and also having weekly EMA Confluence. Because the list is big, what we do, even the other one also should support the same uptrend. The higher, the pivot trend, that is higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, lower lows, equal highs and equal lows. You already learned trend calculation based on pivot highs and lows. So even this trend also should match with zone violation trend. So here also I am selecting uptrend. Let us check how many stocks will be filtered. Now list is slightly reduced. Let me scroll down. So now the list is reduced to 34. That means 34 stocks. Confidently we can say they are having uptrend and weekly zone is having a weekly EMA Confluence. Now the next report, let us check for weekly EMA Confluence having weekly EMA is having confluence with weekly supply zone, but trend should be downtrend. So let me go back. For weekly time frame, let us start in a fresh way. Entry time frame is weekly and EMA Confluence in weekly time frame. The option we are selecting, supply zone is having weekly EMA Confluence. Earlier we selected demand zone. Now we are selecting supply zone with weekly EMA Confluence. And what about the trend? The zone violation trend should be downtrend. In which time frame? Weekly time frame. So we are selecting down. Now let us filter. Only 8 stocks are filtered. All these 8 stocks are having downtrend and their supply zones are having weekly EMA Confluence. Because the list is small, don't require to check with the second type of the trend. Some of these stocks, all-time low stocks are there. Bandhan Bank is not having any demand zone, weekly demand zone. So it is a all-time high, all-time low. It is a all-time low supply zone. Earlier you have seen examples related to all-time high demand zones. Now this is the example for all-time low supply zone. It doesn't have any demand zone. So this is about stocks filtered based on different options for weekly reports. Hope this information will be useful to you for our further study and analysis. Let us all meet again in our next video. Thank you.